What the? Oh, hello. I'm reading a book on how to make a website. But really, who wants to read a book on how to make a website? In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a $2,500 website, step by step, with no steps skipped. It's going to be built on the same technology as CNN, Forbes, Jay-Z, and Katy Perry. The website that you're going to learn to make today is also going to be super mobile friendly. So it's going to work on any smartphone, including the Android, the iPhone, and even the iPad. Pretty much any device you have, it's going to work on it. It's not only going to work on it, but the website is actually going to resize and reformat to fit perfectly on the screen or device that you're using. Before we get into it, let's take a little website tour. So here she is. This is the website that I'm going to show you how to make step by step without skipping any steps. I'm going to show you how to put in these pictures and add these feature boxes, and of course this can be changed and customized any way you like, but I'm going to show you how to make this exact website. I'm also going to show you how to embed a YouTube video where people can leave a reply and comment. I'm going to show you how to put in a contact form so people can fill this out and they can send it to you and it will show up in your inbox if you wait a couple of seconds. There it is. And I'm also going to show you how to just make regular pages and embed pictures, and I'm going to show you how to make a contact page where you can embed a Google map. I'm also going to tell you about the sidebar right here and how you can install little widgets. These are called little widgets. And you can put a subscribe widget, you could put a Facebook like box, you could put a Twitter feed, you could put photos, pretty much anything you want. And this is all without knowing any code. And we could do a search box also here. I'm also going to show you how to make a logo without Photoshop, so you don't need to have Photoshop. Photoshop helps, but it's not required. And these little icons I'm going to show you how to get for free. And this website is really cool. You can scroll to the top by clicking that button. But the coolest thing is it's called a responsive website, so when you resize it, let's say you're on a mobile phone or something, it will actually reformat so it looks better on a small screen. So this is what it would look like on a mobile phone, and it still 100% works and everything. Alright, so let's begin. First, let's do an overview of everything that we're going to learn, and let's talk about maybe the most important question: how much is this $2,500 website going to cost me? So the first thing we need to do is get hosting. And what hosting is, it's just basically a computer that's on 24 hours a day that you put all of your images on and all of your text on so that the world can access it. It's kind of like when you're on Facebook and you upload a picture to Facebook. That uploading is really just uploading it to their computer. So it's just taking your picture and putting it onto their computer so that all of your friends and everyone can access it. And that's what hosting is. It's just a computer that's on 24 hours a day, and it allows everyone to access your content and files and everything. And that costs about $10 a month. And there's no getting around this cost. That's just the cost of having a website, and that is the most expensive thing that it takes to get a website going. The next thing is a domain name, and that's like www.yourwebsite.com. So Facebook is www.facebook.com, Google is www.google.com. You get the point. And that costs about $12 yearly. So this is a yearly cost. So hosting, $10 a month, domain name, $12 yearly. You can have as many domains as you want on this hosting. So you can have yourwebsite.com, your friendswebsite.com, your family'swebsite.com, your brotherswebsite.com, all on this $10 a month hosting. You don't need to pay anything extra. I pay $10 for my hosting, and I have about 50 websites on it. So it's a really good deal, I think. Then we're going to install WordPress. As I said before, CNN, the New York Times, Forbes, anyone uses WordPress, and your website's going to be built on the same technology and same platform. What WordPress is, it's a content management system, which is just a fancy way of saying it manages your content. So instead of having to know all this HTML code and everything, you just enter in your website content just like Microsoft Word, where you don't need to know any code, and you just upload pictures just like you would on Facebook. The next thing we're going to do is install the theme, and the theme basically is just the way the website looks. There are many free themes for WordPress, and there are some paid themes for WordPress. We're going to be using one of the best free themes that I've ever seen. So this is basically just how the website looks, and you can change it around. You can do different themes for different looks. After that, we're going to add pages. This is like the About page, a contact page. You can add a services page. You can do a photo gallery page. I'm going to show you how to add pages and rearrange them in the navigation menu. We'll go over that later if that doesn't make any sense to you right now. Then we're going to change the home page, see how to add pictures to it and how to change the content. Then after we do all that, we're going to get a logo, and this is without Photoshop or having any graphic artist skills. If you have that, that helps, but if you don't, I'm going to show you a way to get a good logo for free. So this is going to cost you all together a $2,500 website. It's going to cost under $25. And I'm going to show you how to get a little coupon code, which actually helps me out, and it helps me make these free tutorials, and it will reduce that price by about 25%. So let's get started. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is get hosting and get a domain name. Luckily for us, we can do this at the same place. So we're going to do this at hostgator.com. Alright, so we browse over to hostgator.com, www.hostgator.com, and let's click on web hosting. Now there are many different plans here, but my favorite is the baby plan because it has unlimited domains. That means you could put as many as your friends and family's websites as you want on your hosting. The hatchling plan only allows for a single domain. This is the one I go with, and it's been helping me as a web developer of 7 years, and it's just perfect for me. So what I do is I go with the monthly. So the monthly, I like to do month to month because I don't want to be locked into something for a year. So I just do monthly and I click order now. Once you're on this page, it's going to ask you to register a domain name. So a domain name is just like your website .com. You have options of .net or .org, or if you already have a website domain name that you got from somewhere else like GoDaddy, you can enter that in here. I'm going to do a new one, so I'm just going to put in the website, and I'm going to enter in a different coupon code. This coupon code right here gives you 20% off. I'm going to put in UGator30, which actually gives you 25% off. So it's a bigger coupon code, and HostGator gives me a small affiliate commission when you enter that in. So I appreciate that if you're going to use HostGator anyways, you use my coupon code. You not only save more, but it helps me continue to make these videos. After that, I'm going to press continue to step 2. Alright, and now let's make sure that we're getting 25% off instead of 20. Make sure we got the baby package. and we just fill out our desired username, security PIN, all this information. If you're from a different country, you can use PayPal. If you're from the United States, you can use a credit card. And we can go down and make sure we're getting 25% off, agree to the terms and conditions, and then click Create Account. After we sign up, in a couple of minutes, we should receive an email. So after I opened up my email, I saw the email from HostGator. Just click on it. And once you do that, click on your control panel. This email is very important, so make sure that you keep it. And then click on your control panel, the control panel link right here. Once we do that, we're going to want to enter the username and password from that email. So go ahead and click copy the username, right click, copy, paste it in there, and the password. Copy it, paste it in there, and then press login. Once you're logged in, you're going to want to scroll down to where it says software/services and click quick install. If you got your hosting from somewhere else other than HostGator, you can click on Fantasco Deluxe, but this is for HostGator tutorial, so click quick install. Once you do that, on the left here, we can click WordPress. Then click Continue. After you do that, find your domain name. You probably only have one at this point. And type in your email address. And for the blog title, I'm just going to put business website. You can put anything here and it can be changed later. The most important thing to get right is the email address. Then click Install Now. And you can leave this blank. This is if you want to install it somewhere else besides the main website. So if you want to install it on yourwebsite.com/WordPress, then you could do that here. But we're going to install on the main website, which I recommend. Then click Install Now. Now that it's finished installing, you're going to want to write down your username and password. Now, if we click this right now and we go to our website, it's not going to work yet, and that's because it needs about 4 hours for everything to install properly. So you're going to have to wait 2 to 4 hours. So that's just what you're going to have to do, and I'm going to stop this video, and when we come back we're going to go from there. So I'm going to wait a couple hours, get a snack or something, and a very big snack I guess, and come back, and then we're going to go to our website and continue from there. So I'll see you in a couple of hours. So I think I've waited long enough, so I'm just going to click there and go to the website, and it is up. And we can see that this is the default WordPress website. It's not that impressive, but you probably just saved yourself $500, so that's pretty cool. And we can see a sample page they load for us. And it's not a terrible website, but it's not the best in the world. So we're going to figure out how to make this website the best in the world instead of an okay one. The first thing you want to do is you want to log in. So the way you log in is you go to yourwebsite.com/wp-admin. And that takes you to a login page. From the quick install, you're going to want to copy your username, which is admin, so we don't need to really copy that, and your password, which is a really weird, funky password. And then click login. Now that you've done that, you're gonna be opened up to your dashboard. This is just a fancy way of saying the back end of your website. So this is your dashboard. And the first thing that I like to do is change my password because I can't remember this one. So let's just go to users and hover over your name and click edit. Once you do that, you can scroll down to the bottom and put in your new password. Alright, then click update. Now, one of the next things that I like to do is, and this is purely just a preference, but if we go to the site, we can see that it has the website.com and it doesn't have www. I like it when it says www. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to settings and reading. I'm sorry, we're going to go to general and we're going to go to www. And just do that for both of them. Now make sure that you get this right, because if you don't, it's going to be very hard to log in. Okay, so www. Double check that that's right, and then click Save Changes. Now it's going to ask you to re-log in because they think it's a different website. So let's just log in and use our new password now. And now if we refresh it, it shows us www. Alright, that's just a preference of mine, and that's how I like it. So we got our hosting, we've gotten our domain name, and we've installed WordPress. So we're doing pretty good. The next thing we're going to do is install the theme and add some pages. So let's look how to do that. To install a theme, let's go to Appearance and click Themes. Then click Install Themes. Now I think this theme is a featured theme, so let's click Featured. And it is. It's the responsive theme. That's what the theme's called. So if it's not featured at the time you're watching this video, you can type in responsive. And we should see it right there. Okay. And then just click install. Now it's going to ask us if we really want to install it, and click install now. Then click activate. Now it gave us under appearance another menu option, which is called theme options. We aren't going to worry about that right now, but if we go to our website and we refresh it, we can see that the website has changed its look. And actually it is now a responsive theme, so if we make it smaller, it will change. Now we are going to close some of these tabs that we don't need, and we are going to add some pages here. So if you ever get logged out, you can always go to yourwebsite.com/wp-admin to log back in. But if you see this bar up here, that means that you're logged in. So you can just hover over this and click on your dashboard. Okay, and now we're going to add another page. So let's go to Pages and click Add New. This one is going to be About Me. So do About Me. I've already written some content, so I'm just going to paste it in there. Then we're going to add a picture. And to add a picture, you just click this icon right here. And we'll select Files. And there's a picture of me right there. Now sometimes you insert an image and it's too big. These are the image dimensions. It always goes width by height. So I know that that's a little too big. Just, you'll get the feel for it after you do it for a while. So I'm going to edit this image. And I'm actually going to scale the image down a little bit. So I'm going to bring this to 605. And it will automatically scale the height for you. So it always goes first width, then height. And it'll always do it proportionately so it doesn't look distorted. Then click scale. And so we made it a little smaller, but now I just want to crop maybe just a tiny bit off the top end. So we select what we want to stay. Then we click this crop button. And you could do other things with it. But let's crop it. And after we crop it, let's click save. Now we see our new dimensions. And let's put it in the center. And let's do a full size. And then just insert into post. Alright, there I am. Now let's click publish. And let's view our website now. So we have a home, and now we have an about me. And there I am. Now if we log out, we won't see all of this bar up here. And we won't see this edit. So let's log out. And we could go back to our website, and this is how users will see our website. So there's no edit, there's no bar up here on top. Okay, and now I want you to notice that it says simpleIsKey.com or whatever your website is, /page_ID = 4. Now instead of that, it should say about me instead of, or sample page. So when people talk about SEO, some of what they're talking about is doing things like that so that the search engines know that what this page is about. So let's see how to make this URL simpler. So let's log in again since we logged out. And let's go to settings and then permalinks. And let's click on post name. Then click save changes. Now if we go back to our website, we can see that if we go to about me, now it has the website.com/about-me, which is much easier for humans to remember, and it's good for the rankings and the search engines. Alright, let's close that. Alright, the next thing I want to do is add another page, maybe a contact page with a Google map embedded in it. So let's see how to do that. The first thing we should do is go to pages again and click add new. And let's put contact me. And we can put my phone number. And we could put my email. Okay, and now we want to insert the Google map. So to do that, let's go to www.google.com and let's go to maps. Now I live in Los Angeles, so let's go to Los Angeles area and let's do it right here. Then we can click this link button up here and we will click customize and preview embedded map. And let's do a custom width. We know our width is about 605 pixels wide. And let's do about 580 pixels tall. So you can get a real good feel of how wide and tall things are by just messing with numbers here. So let's do about 580. Okay, and then we can position it the way we want it to be positioned. And then we can grab the code. So let's copy this and let's close this up. So now that we do this, we're in the visual mode, but we want to be in the HTML mode. So let's click on HTML and let's paste this in there. Then after we do that, we can publish it. So let's go back to our website and refresh. And we see we have a Contact Me tab in there with our map. But there is a problem, because when we resize this, we'll see that the map doesn't resize. So we can actually fix that by going back to our page, and instead of it being the width 605, let's just do 100%. That means it's 100% of the width that it can be. And if the width is smaller, then it's just 100%. So it's just as wide as it can be for that space. Now let's click Update and refresh. So now when we resize this, you can see the map getting smaller or bigger depending on its size. So that fixed that problem. Alrighty, the next thing I want to do is have a contact form where people can ask me questions and then I will respond to email. So people can fill out a form and then it'll go to my email and I can respond back to them. So the way you can do this is you go to your dashboard and you click on plugins. Now what plugins do, because WordPress doesn't have a contact form by default, plugins allow you to extend the functionality of WordPress. So you can add photo galleries and contact forms and just Twitter feeds and all these things that WordPress doesn't come by default. And that's one of the best things about WordPress is people make these different plugins that allow you to extend WordPress and give it more options. So let's click Plugins and click Add New. And let's look for Contact Form. And I know of a good one. It's called Contact Form 7. So if we could just find that one. And Contact Form 7, there it is. Now, what I usually like to do I know this one is good, but what I usually like to do is click on Details and make sure it has good ratings, and I'll see a screenshot of it and things like that. But I know this one's good, so I could just press Install Now. And then activate it. And now we see that we have a new menu option. It's called Contact. Let's click on it. And it says copy and paste this into your post, which is here, which is like a blog post, or page, which is here, or text widget. We'll get into that later. So this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have your name, your email, a subject, your message, and then the submit button. But let's not worry about that. I mean, we can customize it if we want to, but we're not going to do that right now. We're just going to copy it. And we're going to go Pages and Add New. So I want this to be called Ask a Question, because you can ask me a question. Ask me a web development question. Let's go back to the visual mode. Ask me a web development question and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Okay, and then I just paste that in there. And it doesn't look like much now, but if we click Publish, and then we can view our page, we can see that now there is a contact form. So let's see if this works. Let's put in my name. Oh, my name. Whoops. And my email. A subject. And a message. And we could click send. Now if we go in our Gmail, we should see the message right there. Alright, and that is how we do a contact form. The next thing I want to show you how to do is how to remove this comment box. So you can comment here and post a comment, and we can see comments, but some pages like a ask a question page or about me page, maybe I don't want a comment on there. So let's click edit page and then click screen options up here. Then check off discussion. Scroll down and uncheck allow comments. Then click update. Now I don't want comments on any of my pages actually, so I'm just going to go to my pages and do that for about me page and scroll down because I already checked it off up here. Scroll down and then uncheck this and click update. Then I'll go to my list of pages again, and I don't want it on the contact me page either. So uncheck these and update. And now we don't have a comment section anymore. The next page that we're going to make is going to be how to create a website page. So we're going to actually have how to create a website. So if people want to know how to create a website, they'll be able to click on it. And what this is going to show you how to do is how to embed a YouTube video into your website. So let's go to our dashboard again. And let's click on pages and add new. So this one's just going to be how to create a website. And what we want to do now is go to YouTube, and we'll click on an amazing video by someone amazing.
Just do 1 year.
And we will click share and embed. Then we could just copy this, and we go back to our page and make sure it's HTML and just paste it. And then we can put some text before this if we want. This video will show you how to make a website. And yes, this is my video. So then we click publish. And view page. So we could see that it fits right in there, and it works.
In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make.
And yeah. Oh, and we could take off the comments if we want again. So we'll edit the page, and we'll scroll down and we'll uncheck this stuff. This is all pretty easy. So that was the last and final page that we needed to make. So we have all of our pages, but now we need to edit this menu. So let's see how to do that, because we don't want the sample page there. So let's first see how to delete the sample page. And now let's say I want the about me over here. Well, we can refresh to show you that the sample page is gone. But what if we want the about me page over here and the contact last and this first? How do we rearrange that? So what you do is you go to under Appearance and you click Menus. And let's add a new menu. We'll just call it Menu. Now this is the header menu. This is just something you have to know. So we'll just click on that and we'll click Save. Now it says the recent pages. What pages do you want to add to the menu here? So let's just click all of these pages and click Add to Menu. Now I wanted the Contact Me last, so all I do is simply drag it. And then I wanted the Ask a Question About Me. Okay, that's alright. Now if we click Save, we're going to see that our home page disappears. So we can refresh this. And we see that it disappears because it's not in this menu right here. So what we do is we just type in our URL of our website. So that'll be yourwebsite.com, and then we'll label it Home and click Add Menu. Now this would make Home last, so we want to drag it up so it's first and click Save Menu. Now when we refresh it, we can see that we have our home and all of our menu items in the correct order. Alright, now that we've done all that, let's get to the fun part, which is changing the home page. But before we do that, let's look at our progress so far. So we've gotten hosting and got a domain, installed WordPress, we've installed the theme, we've added pages, and now we're going to change the home page. Okay, let's get started. Alright, so to change a home page, it's the same as before. We just go into the back end. And under Appearance, there's another menu item, which is Theme Options, which the theme installed for us. Let's click that. And it has things like theme elements, and we could change that if we want to. We could upload a logo, which we're going to do later, but it says homepage right here. So we could put finally free. How to create websites, that's good. We'll just put learn how to create websites step by step with no step skipped. If you still don't understand how to make a website after watching my videos, call me. And really, if you don't understand something in this video, feel free to call me. I will answer your questions for you. Call to action URL. So let's go to our site. What that means is when we click on this, where is it going to go? And I want it to go to this site, this page right here. So let's just copy that. And so our call to action URL is there. We just paste that right in there. Call to action text. Let's do learn free now. That works. Featured content. Okay, this is where our image is going to go, but I just want to save that so that we're able to see what happens on our home page. So we have finally free, how to create websites, learn how to create websites step by step with no step skipped. If you still don't understand how to make a website after watching my videos, call me, and my phone number. Then we can click learn free now, and we go to how to create a website page, and you can watch the video. So it's starting to become a pretty good website. Alright, now it's time to change this image right here. So let's go into our dashboard again and click media and add new. Let's select the files and let's click on the image of me. And 620 is a little too big, the width is a little too big, so 620 is about over here to here. We just need it from here to here. So that's about 440. So let's edit the image and let's make a little selection at first and then just type in 440 by 300 here. And that's pretty good. And then let's crop it. Now once we've cropped it, you'll see that I'm facing this way. So some web developers, a lot of web developers, if I'm facing this way, a lot of people will look this way. So they would suggest that you make this image, facing this way, so that your focus is more on where I'm going to, the call to action. And if you notice now you'll notice that a lot of websites have people looking where they want you to click. So we're just gonna flip this around and then save the changes and save all changes. Now we can see that we are flipped. I'm flipped. So let's just copy this. And this file URL, this is where the file lives. So if we just copy it and we paste it, we'll see that there's our image, and that's just the location of our image. Alright, and now we can see that we still don't have that image in there yet, so we didn't put it in. So let's see, now that we've copied this file URL where the image lives, let's go to Appearance and then Theme Options and the home page. Now this is the only part where we're gonna have to do a little code, but it's pretty easy. It's the lesson sign and then IMG, which stands for image, and then SRC, which is source. So the source of the image equals, and then in quotes, so in quotes you put where the image lives, the image URL that we just copied, and then we put a / and a greater than sign. So I know that was a little much maybe, but you just did your first HTML if you've never done it before. Then we can click Save Options. And now that we've done that, we can go back to our website and refresh, and you'll see that I am there and I'm facing the call to action, which is what we wanted. And it still does all its responsiveness. If I made this smaller, it would still resize perfectly. Alright, the next thing we're going to do in all of this is change these widgets, they're called, right here. So widget 1, 2, and 3 we're going to add in, and I'm going to show you an easier way to change them than the normal way. So if we just go back into our dashboard and we go to Appearance and Widgets, and let me open up a new tab, and we'll see that Home Widget 1, 2, and 3 is the same as Home Widget 1, 2, and 3. So the regular way to do this is you open this up right here, and then you drag a widget from the available widgets. You know, you could do a search bar, you could do all of these different things, a menu, a calendar. But let's drag a text widget, and then we can put, you know, whatever we want. But as we can see, we don't have that visual editor like we had before. So this is in the Home Widget 1. And if we refresh, we can see that there's the content. And if I just do 2 and 3 the same way, then I'll be able to change those. But you can see on this, we don't have the visual editor. So what we're going to do is we're going to download a plugin that will allow us to have a visual editor in this widget area. So let's delete this. And once we've deleted it, we'll just go to plugins, and we're going to add a new plugin. This plugin is going to allow us to have a visual editor on the widget area. So we'll just type in black, and it's Black Studio Tiny MCE widget. So we're just going to install it and activate the plugin. Alright, once we do that, we can go back to Appearance and go to Widgets. And now we see this new widget from the available widgets here. So let's just open up our Home Widget 1 and drag it down. And we'll call this Connect with Me. And we'll say join me on Facebook and subscribe to me on YouTube. Please do subscribe to me on YouTube to receive new videos each week. Alright, so now this is a visual editor, and let's actually add a picture to it. I don't have an icon, so I'm going to go to a website where they give free icons. I think it's dryicons.com. In here you can get some free icons. So I'm just going to browse for one that I like. And this one will do. So let's view download. And we're going to download as a PNG, so it has transparency. So let's just download it. And we'll put it on my desktop. And we're just going to unzip it. And then we'll open up the page back up and go to our Black Studio Tiny MCE and insert an icon. And we're going to do about 48 by 48. That's 48 pixels wide by 48 pixels tall. And let's just do a heart for the Connect with Me. And we'll insert it to the left so that the text is to the right of it. And we'll insert into post. Alright, join with me, connect with me. We'll save that. And see, it does all the code for you and everything. So that's a good thing about the visual editor. So we'll save that, and then we'll drag another one to the widget, Home Widget Area 2. And we'll call this one Learn. And we'll say jump to a section or watch my step-by-step hour-long how-to videos to learn how to create a website from scratch. Alright, maybe a run-on sentence, but you get the point. Let's add another, let's maybe add a monitor here. And make sure it's left, full size, insert into post. And let's save that. Now let's see what we've done so far. So let's refresh. And so that's Connect with Me, Learn, and then now we have Home Widget 3. So let's just do Home Widget 3. You're probably getting the point. So let's just put this in there. And this one will say Contact Me. We'll say if you have any questions or just want to say, hey, feel free to contact me by email, phone, or Facebook. And really do find me on Facebook. Search Conutants, that's Conutant, and you'll see me on my newly created Facebook page. Alright, let's insert an image. And let's put a person. That's good. And insert into post. Alright, now what if we want this to link to the contact page? We could just highlight it, click the link, and then link to existing content. Oh, there it is. Link to existing content, and we'll do the contact me page and add a link. So now that's a link to that page. Alright, and then you could get more options by clicking this and changing the format and color and everything like that. Let's just click save though. And let's refresh. And now we have our very cool website with our 3 little widget areas, and this links to the contact me page. Alright, the next thing we're going to do in all of this is change the logo. So let's see how to do that. First, we're going to go into the back end and click on Appearance and then Theme Options. And it says Logo Upload. So we don't have a logo yet, so let's go get one right now. We're going to go to a website called logosnap.com. And we're going to create our free logo. And if you already have a logo, that's awesome. We're going to do education. And we will do, let's see, formal corporate, let's say. Let's say I like this tree. And I want text, so we'll add text. We're just going to say, put Conuttant. Alright. Make this one a little smaller. Whoops. We'll scale it up a little bit. And we'll change the font. Alright, let's say that that is good enough. You'll probably want to make a little better than that, but let's say that's good enough. Then let's save for the future, I think. And once we do that, we'll say we don't have an account. Now I'm not going to put my real information because this is just a video. Okay, well I guess it did it for me. But let's put another thing, and we'll do password. All right, phone number. No. And we'll register. Alright, once we do that, we have our logo, so we're going to want to download it somehow. And you're going to want to download it as a PNG. So we have our logo. I'm just going to drag it to my desktop. And once we do that, we're going to want to add it to the media. Go to Media, Add New, and select the files. Then we're going to want to edit the image. And we're going to want to change it so that it is 300 by 100. So actually, we will scale the image down. And then let's do it so it's 300. We'll scale the image a little more. And we'll do it so it's 300 by 100. There we are. And then crop it. And we do that because that's the dimension it expects in the website. So we'll save it. And we'll save all changes. Then we're going to download it. I know this is a little weird, but let's just download it. Go to where it is. And save the image to our desktop again. It's called logo. And now now that we have the logo in the correct 300 by 100 dimensions, now we can upload it to the website. So let's go under Appearance, Theme Options, and let's do Logo Upload, and click there. And here it tells you images of exactly 300 by 100 pixels will be used as is, which is what we want, because if it isn't used as is, it makes it all distorted. So let's choose File and choose our logo and open and upload. Alright, let's see what the website looks like now. There we have our logo in it. Looks pretty good. And yeah, looks pretty good. Alright, the next and final thing that I'm going to show you how to do is how to control this sidebar area right here. So it doesn't say recent posts and recent comments. We're actually going to put a search in there, a YouTube subscribe in there, and a Facebook like box in there. So let's see how to do that. First, you go to your dashboard as usual, and let's go to Appearance and then Widgets. And this is where the sidebar is, this main sidebar. So we're actually going to drag everything out of here. Just drag and drop. And once we do that, we can refresh the page and see that we only have the search box. So that is the search box right here. Okay, but now we want a YouTube subscribe box. So let's go to Plugins and Add New. And let's type in YouTube subscribe. And YouTube subscribe widget. Okay, we will look at the details. Looks pretty good. We'll install it now. And we'll activate it. Alright, now that we've done that, we can go back to Appearance in Widgets. And we have a new YouTube widget here. So let's just drag that up right under the search. And it's asking the width. We're going to do 250, and the height, and we're just going to do 105. And we'll say find me on YouTube. And my username is Canutant. And we'll save it. Then we'll go back to our website and refresh it. And you can see me and my videos and my subscribers, and you can click subscribe, and please do. Next is the Facebook like box. So that's a little more tricky, but just as easy. Let's open up a new tab, and let's search Google for Facebook like box widget. And we get to this developer site. Just click on it. And first we have to have the Facebook page URL. So let's just look at a random Facebook. This is a guy's website that I helped make, and we'll just put his in there. And width, we're going to do 250. Height, let's do 300. And let's not show the stream. Let's just show people's faces and things. Then we'll click Get Code. And instead of having to do all this extra stuff, let's just click iframe. And then we'll copy it. And press OK. Then what we do to get this code in here is just drag a regular text widget underneath it and join on Facebook. Okay. Then we will change this height. This height equals, I put 300, but I don't know why I didn't do it. So we'll just do 300 and change it here also. 300, and click Save. Now hopefully, if we refresh, you see join on Facebook, and we have everything, and I've already liked it, but you can have people like your page. So that is the website we have, and it looks pretty good. And you just saved yourself a lot of money. So please subscribe to me on YouTube, and find me on Facebook. Type in Canutant and find me there, and give me a call if you want to chat, or you can email me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot. It was pretty fun to do. Thanks a lot. See ya.